You talked a little bit about purpose, and it's funny, we use some of the same vernacular. We talk about pull factors and push factors being the things that frustrate you about your business you want to sell, pull factors being the things that you're excited to go do next, which you work through with your coach. I guess I'd be curious to know, for entrepreneurs who sell their company, I think it's fair to say there is a roller coaster of emotions.
Yep.
The most consistent theme I hear is sort of a huge up and peak when they sell, and the weeks after that is also euphoric. And then there's a huge trough, an ebb, where they lose a sense of who they are, a sense of purpose. Oftentimes their name is on the door, like it's it's a huge loss. And so how do they reinvent themselves, find purpose after selling your company?
So purpose is an interesting thing in North America. It's seen as a possession. It's like everybody else has a purpose. I don't have one. It's like everybody has a BMW. I don't have one. It's seen as the noun, the purpose. And if someone doesn't feel like they have one and everybody does have one, there's like a FOMO, fear of missing out. Like, okay. So I think the thing to focus on is not the noun of purpose, but the verb of purposeful. What makes you feel purposeful? And that's the question to ask. And so know that the things that you tend to be purposeful about either excite you, agitate you, make you feel curious, or have some history in your younger life of something that you were intrigued by but didn't have time for. That's sort of like curiosity too. But so what I would say to someone who's coming, like if someone's coming to MEA and they have sold their company, they're out completely, they feel really lost, not just because they don't know how to spend their time in the day, but they used to have a purpose and they don't have one now. So there's a big P purpose and there's a little P purpose. The big P purpose are the things that people notice, and they're like the things that you know that you're gonna want on your resume. The little P purpose, though, in many ways are the things that are like create the sense of meaning in your life. Being a good father, doing something for the local community, being a mentor to somebody who is showing great promise, learning how to play the guitar. There could be a small P purpose on that. So what I would say is just don't get wrapped up too much in the big P purpose. If you're looking for the big P purpose, focus on purposefulness. Focus again on like the things that excite you, the things that agitate you, the things you're curious about. So for example, I was curious about festivals, which is why when I took time off, having sold my company, I went and studied festivals and that was like my new passion. Because if you can find a new passion, it may lead you to your purpose. Airbnb came along just as I had started a new company called Fest 300, focused on the 300 best festivals in the world. And it was like meant to be a festival matchmaking site, how you find the festival. It's perfect for you. And the truth is that I had to shut that business down when Airbnb came along because I got the new thing here. But, and then finally, you got to go back to childhood sometimes. We had a litigation attorney at MEA recently, and she was so hard boiled and she was ragged. Being a litigation attorney is just going to make you into an angry person and a combative person. And she just didn't like who she was anymore. So over the course of 5 days together, we got clear, like she had a beautiful sense of purpose when she was baking pies with her grandmother when she was a teenager. And the thing that actually took stress off of her, like on a weekend, is she would go do some pastry cooking. So at the end of 5 days, she realized, I'm going to leave my profession. I'm a partner in a farm, and I'm going to actually leave in a year, and I'm going to go to become a pastry chef, and I'm going to create a bakery. And that's what she's doing now. And so sometimes you have to go back to the roots.
She's going to sue your ass, Chip. She's going to be like, I'm making 1/10 as much as I made as a litigator.
Well, that is true. She will make less, although she's pretty competitive. So I think she'll actually get a wholesale business around baking out there. But
she'll scale it.
What she had to do, though, John, is she had to get comfortable with the fact that she can make less. And it doesn't mean that she's got less value in the world. it just, she had enough money in the bank to be able to do this.